So, have you been wondering how you can actually boost your goals and actually make things very goals scoring goals very easy for you in FM 2024? Then I'm going to be walking you through the set pieces and how you can make things very great for you. I'm going to be sharing with you the set pieces that I use in terms of the playing style of the team, probably in counter attack on in tiki-taka or vertical tiki-taka, you understand. So it depends on the style of play of your team, then how you can utilize the set piece to the style of play of your team. So yeah, today I'm going to be showing you all this. So let's just jump into it. But before we jump into it, if you love my videos that I've been dropping, probably you are a fan or this is your first time of watching my videos, just click on the like button if you actually love this video at the end of the day, and click on the subscribe button to get subscribed when to get subscribed, and click on the notification bell. Is actually very free. It's not that you are going to pay for something, but for you to get notified on your phone or your PC that I've actually dropped a new video. If I've dropped a new video on my YouTube channel, you're going to get notified on your phone or your PC that I dropped a video, so you won't miss out. You'll be like one of the first person to actually check that out. So let's jump into it. When we jump into the set pieces, then when we go to the tactics and we go to set pieces, this is how everything looks like, and I'm sure this is how it actually looks like on your PC. Yeah, if it is FM 2024 or I think 2023 too. Yeah. So at the set pieces, you can see there's corner, there's free kick, there's throwing. But let's start with corners, and I'm going to be talking about different scenarios. So right in the defending scenario, right, you see most times I don't really touch these aspects. Probably I just leave it like that. And sometimes I really try to check into it when I have issues with my tactics or issues with something in the team. Yeah, I check into all this. So the best area defender ranking first. So these are the area defenders, these are the trackers, and these are the counter attackers. These people are those people right here that this is the preview options. So these are the people right here that is actually going to um counter attack when they get the ball. So yeah, when you go to your set piece, it actually shows you something like you choosing some scenarios you get. So it's actually you end up with all this. So this is the scenario I actually choose. So without further ado, let me just show you what I mean. So yeah, let us reset it. I think I'm going to save it up first. And if I set it, yeah, it's going to be showing you all this. So depending on the kind of tactics you are actually using, so I'm going to be showing you. Let's say, okay, I'm choosing Barcelona right now. My club is Barcelona, so I need a vertical tiki-taka or a tiki-taka tactics. It's actually like probably the same thing. So yeah, and this zona means probably defender will cover the key areas. You can see the pros and the cons right here. You can see, yeah, but when you know that, yeah, your players doesn't know how to nod that much, you don't have a tall players that knows how to nod. Cause I've actually um I've actually been in this scenario before that my players don't know how to nod, and they actually score more goals against us through set pieces. So I decided to actually do man marking, right, instead of zona marking. Yeah, man mark them with the players that knows how to nod very well. Then I counter attack. Since it's actually like a counter attacking tactics, then my marking will actually be my best options. So right when I'm a mark, I have more players free and more some players in some places. You get what I'm saying? So right since it's actually a tiki-taka, I'm going to be choosing zona or hybrid, right? But this one is actually going to be something of these two, which is actually going to be reducing the players that are actually free. You get, and he's not going to be precise on, okay, it's actually going to be man marking. If you actually look at the pictures right here, you can see it's not all of them that is being man marked. So it's actually this thing is like choosing part of this and part of this. So it's not going to be really that effective in some way. So yeah, I'm going to be choosing zona, right, for this. Then for you have your staff preferences right too. So yeah, if you want to actually cover the whole post, yeah, I can actually you can actually cover the whole post that you feel protected. And if you want to cover one of the posts, I will really advise you guys to actually choose one of these two. Okay, but if you're actually counter attacking, I will encourage you to choose this one instead, because actually increase the men that actually are left, or the players that are left on the field for you to actually counter attack and make your tactics work. Okay, so you choosing this space is actually going to be like, man, you're actually freeing the post. It's going to be like you're freeing the post. Only your keeper will work on that. Yeah. And I would not encourage you to do this unless you have a very, very good defender. Like almost all your players are very good in nodding and keeping defensive very intact. So for me, as a TikTok style, I really you need to choose this, but yeah, I go with this. You get. So how many players do you want like to leave forward when defending a set pieces? So when I'm actually defending a set pieces, I want to defend, and when I get the ball, I'm actually going to hold it. It's not that probably I'm going to answer. But when you're actually playing a vertical tiki-taka, you're going to counter, right? It's not that you are going to counter like that. It's something like you're going to be fast with the tempo. The tempo of a vertical tiki-taka is actually higher than the tempo of just a normal tiki-taka. If you can get me, and if you know the difference between vertical tiki-taka and tiki-taka. So right, yeah, I'm going to be choosing this balance is actually these two, right? And if you are going for a counter attacking, then you can choose this. But if you want this, you can actually choose this. But I'm going to be choosing balance in some ways that, yeah, I want two players in the front. I want something that I can actually like, I can be able to trust someone at the front. You see, if you look at this picture well, you can see one, two, three, four, five. Yeah, sorry. If you count all the players, you can see one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Yeah, with the keeper that is 11. So you can see there's only two people outside the box. Right here, you can see there's partially four. Partially, this is actually, let's say, two and a half. This is actually like four straight up. So what I want is actually balanced team, you get. So I'm going to be choosing this instead. So how do you prefer the ball to be delivered into your attacking surfaces? So this one depends on how you play your team, and you can experiment this. I've actually done this before. Near post, probably you guys don't know how to know that much, and you think putting into the near post, you have a lot of players there that can actually like struck good things into the box. See less time for opposition to react, delivery flick on something like that. So it's actually delivery requires more precision. Yeah. So they can actually score one goal. They can, it's not something that is actually like being precise on something that you want them to make mistakes. That's why you're choosing this. Yeah. But when you're pushing this, that means probably you have players that knows how to node. These two players that knows how to node. Arsenal actually does this. So probably you have players that knows how to node and they are very good. So Zona is usually defending by the opposition tallest defenders. So it's actually going to be the smartest one. Yeah. If your players knows how to node very well, then you're covered, right? It's very effective to this kind of thing. But when it comes to this one, yeah, it determines on the this kind of stuff too. You get, but you can actually like square play things right here and actually free player to actually score. Arsenal does this a lot. Like they play it to the far post, then you see them cross it like this, and somebody actually scores. So Arsenal does this a lot. If you have tall players or very technical players, you get. So delivery does not require as much precision, particularly effective for teams with single standout area threats. So yeah, this is very effective when probably you have some players that knows how to nod, but not much. Okay, this one is kind of like you don't want to take the risk, just want to like use the opposition's weakness against them. Yeah, so probably have players that are very weak that actually can use the can you make use of the mistakes of your opponent? Yeah. So this is the usefulness of this. So I'm trying to explain the differences for you guys so you can understand what I'm trying to say. So right here, when I'm actually using the vertical tiki-taka, normal, I will explain something to you guys, but I want us to actually pass through the stage of all this scenario. So for me, I might choose the nearest post and I might choose the far post, but I'm going to go for the far post, right? Because yeah, I have a lot of defenders that knows how to nod. Because I actually got some defenders also that knows how to. I have Kunde, I have Arujo, I have one other player like that, Paubdo. I have one guy like that. He's a Ivorian. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Like that. Sorry about that. So yeah, and I have some. My striker doesn't know how to nod either, so I had to like choose that one. So my tactics actually depends on my players too. So that's it. I think I've explained about all these kind of stuffs in my previous videos, and you can actually understand what I'm saying about everything. So, how many players do you want to leave back defending during attacking set pieces? So, defend transition, you stay higher or balance. So, when you're attacking, how many players do you want to leave defending? So, sometimes, if yeah, it depends on probably how confident you are in your defenders and the kind of defensive structure you have. If you have a higher line, defensive line, or is not higher line. Okay. So sometimes if you are counter attacking, you don't want your defenders to be very small at the back. You are making use of your attackers to counter attack. So they are always in the position whereby you just get the ball to them and some of your midfielders actually move with them. So right here, when I'm playing a tiki-taka style and I actually have higher line defenders, so I might actually choose this and maneuver away for my in the tactics generally for my players to actually make use of. And you can change all these things after though. So I'm going to show you that too. So yeah, you have defensive transition. That means you have a lot of players defending. Right here you have the balance, that's the board. You get it's actually balanced. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Right here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get so right here you have three, right? So you can actually maneuver it and be like this one is actually going to be if needed, stay back if needed also. So for me as a TikToker style, really I really love to actually choose this and stay the way the ball is actually delivered. So sometimes when you do it like this, the keeper can usually like I feel like the keeper can reduce chance of the goalkeeper claiming the crosses. While like this, the keeper can actually like claim the crosses. Easier to direct shots on target. High risk of keeper claim the crosses. But to me, I believe I love this. I love this a lot when it comes to crossing. I love this. Yeah, keeper can actually claim the crosses through this because they can actually like punch the ball. But like this actually deviating from the post you get. But your defenders depends on the defenders of the oppositions. But I really love this in general. But so I actually choose this most of times you get, even though my staff preference is well, it's actually this. It's actually I had to score from initial header, more risk of being hit on the counter attack. Yeah, cause yeah, this one is really not really precise in the sense that yeah, you can the defenders can actually make mistakes. The opposition defenders, I mean, can actually make mistake and actually score an own goal with this kind of cross. So it's actually going to work very better with I'm going to show you with this nipples you get. So I think I choose this and this. Sorry. So yeah, I'm going to be choosing in swing. So you can actually change everything, right? You can actually change everything when it comes to this. So I actually chose out swings, yeah, by mistake, and that's what I want here. So yeah, in the defense, you can see we are back to this, and I have only one person at front. I don't know why. In defending, I have only one person at front. So yeah, I'm going to be trying to maneuver things, yeah, right here. So we have B2, B2, B2. So probably you can take one of here, go back here, and you can change it to stay forward. So one of these people can go back now or stay at the edge also. So I can tell this one to stay at the edge also. So they run together, you get, and I think that's not bad. So you can actually check all these and be like, okay, this one is a zonal mark 6 yards box. So they're actually going to be marking all these 6 yards box or player marking if you want to, you get, you can actually do that. And if you don't want to, you understand. I think I actually choose by mistake when I went back. I actually choose something wrong in this particular stuff. So yeah, so these are about the corner. So let's jump to the attack scenario whereby you can actually increase your goals and make things work out for you. So right here, you can choose your corner takers. You can actually like ask your assistants or you choose them yourself. So I actually choose, to me, I choose left footers. Normal, all these are actually assigned by my what's it called? By my assistant. So but on the norms right from time I actually choose my left footers to actually play the right and my right footers to actually play the left. But sometimes I actually like maneuver it depending on the type of players that are on the team. And all this doesn't really mean depending because they can actually like switch the sides on how they are playing the corners. You understand what I'm trying to say? So yeah, depending on you, you can actually like set things up for yourself. So right here, so I said I can actually you can actually like change things up. So you can mix it up, right? So this is actually not really precise. They can actually play anything right here. Maybe the short pass, the near post, the far pass, the edge of the area center. You can they can change it if they want. It depends on the way the players feel on the team, the way they play, the person that the taker wants to play it, and yeah, you are not in control anymore. But for me, as a vertical ticketer or a ticketer, I choose shots, and it helps a lot. It helps me a lot. Like I've actually scored a lot of goals through set pieces this season, last season, since I've started this, because I really love shots. It actually give you the chance to actually control the team, to actually control what is actually going to happen. So most times we're in the scenario whereby I've actually watched almost how they played. And if you actually check my tactics, let's jump into it. I always click these things. I always click it when I feel like my team is actually not scoring a lot of goals. So I click on this and they play for set pieces. They try to actually play for set pieces. And when they play for this, it's actually going to bring a lot of goals. I shared where we scored 106 or something like that. I shared it with you guys, this particular tactics, and it's actually in one of my videos. So if you haven't watched it, you can check my previous video or the end of this video. I'm going to be putting it there for you guys to actually click on it and watch it. Okay, I share these tactics, and you can actually do it by yourself like that right now manually. You get, so this is where we scored 127 goals. You get, this is actually crazy, man. And when you check it, like service is actually part of it. So you should be able to actually control your team and make sure your teams know mm, knows what they're actually doing. You are able to control what is actually going to happen next. So in this kind of scenario, I'm sorry if this thing is actually getting longer, but I'm trying to actually tell you and explain everything in total. So right this is the taker. He passed to this. This guy can decide to pass here. Someone will actually come here to come and mark him. This guy is actually not going to be at the edge of the box. He's going to move right. He's going to move closer. Someone is going to come and mark him. Someone who should be around here or around the edge. Depending on the structure of how you put it, because me, I love my player. Someone should be around here. This guy is actually going to come short. Someone should be around here. So let's say C1 right here is actually okay, no players. I've actually done that. So lock near yeah. So it's going to come short. So someone right, let's say this one is C2, C2 right here is going to come near. So you can see, so when this guy pass here, this guy can decide to pass here or pass to free, or this guy will actually like they are going to play a 1-2-1 because someone is actually going to come and mark this guy. So if you pass to this and this guy moves, most times sometimes they actually catch this guy offside, and sometimes this guy will control the ball and moves down and pass to him in a 1-2 play, you get, and they cross the ball, and sometimes, like most times it scores, and most times sometimes it doesn't. But you are actually controlling the play of the game and not working on luck, because you know your team is actually very confident when controlling the tempo of the game, and it's actually very very good. I understand these set pieces and I love using it. So yeah, that's how I actually do my corners here. So aim at the short, this guy comes short. So yeah, this one is actually, these two players are actually there. So I might decide to actually bring someone stay at the back. Let's say D2. D2 is staying at the back when needed. No, it's staying at the back permanently, and this one is staying at the back permanently. So this one is C1, C2. C2 is actually looking. C1 is actually looking at the center. So on right here, I have four players, right? I have four players, right? And that is actually not bad, really. And if I want to actually control the back and be able to put people at the back, I can actually like move one of these people, right? Maybe attack the near far post, attack the far post. So I can actually like drag one of these people. Sorry, I can drag them and bring them right here and say you should actually stay back when needed. So yeah, stay back when needed. This is D4, right? So when you check D4, you can see it's actually going to be saying back when needed. So that's if not needed, then I can say you should lock around this far post. So it's actually going to be closer. So that's how you actually do your corners. You get, that's how it is actually very a little bit complicated when I started using this, but it's very simple when you actually go through it and you understand how it is done. So right here, we jump from the corners to the free kick when shooting range. So you actually choose how you have the free kick taker right here. You can choose anyone you want, any players you want. So you need to understand how you can do it. You have the defense scenario whereby you can, these are the players that knows how to nod very well. They have height, and so these players are going to be at the back. They're going to be marking. They knows how to, you see, best area defenders rank first. So these ones are actually going to be forming the walls and trying to make things happen. So you can actually control all these probably by dragging to one side or the other. So I'm going to be sharing you this my routine, my first routine that I actually use for my team. I'm going to be sharing it with you in the description. So you guys should just check this in the description below. The link will be there available, so you guys can use it. Just load it up in your save by doing like this. You can actually load it up in your save. You can this. I'm going to be showing you everything. I'm going to be sharing with you everything, so you can load all this in your save, right? So at the attacking set, but this routine I'm sharing with you is actually for vertical tiki-taka or tiki-taka. You get, so you don't want to just jump on it if you're actually using counter attacking. There's a lot of style you can use for that. So when we go to the wide areas, you can actually find a way to maneuver all these tools. So I've explained everything about how you can change things, but let me try and explain some things. This is actually the attacking sense. So you can tell them to actually go forward, whereby yeah, and some to attack near post and some to attack far post. You get two to go forward, depending on this. style you want to attack your opponent. So some will be locking around and some will be staying at the back. So, but you see that only I think three people are assigned for the back and stay running that. So stay back. I would say this one should stay back, this one should stay back, this one should stay back running and lock at the center. So this is the defender, and I don't want him to look at the back at the center. But this one is actually okay. So what we are going to do is probably go forward, and we can be able to change this one to lock at the center. You get, so this will be able to lock at the far. You understand what I'm trying to say? Because the option is actually being chosen, and you can actually not choose one option twice, except you are choosing apart from all these ones you get. So let's just jump into the throwing. I have something to show you. So in the defensive third, at throwing, when you are defending, you can decide to do some things like all these zonal marks, 6 yard box, mark snare post, mark conditions. You can actually decide to choose the style you want. You understand? But when it comes to attack, then there's something very sweet I love, which is, yeah, you have the chance to retain possession and you have the chance to walk the line. This is actually trying to gain territory at the front. Why we do like this? You get trying to gain territory right here. So when you gain territory, you can actually like maneuver yourself. This actually works in very well for for counter attack. You get what I'm saying? So you try to counter with long ball to gain that territory, and you run with the ball. You understand? But when you try to retain possession, then you do it like this. But I would not advise you to do this gaining stuff unless you want to take risk at your defensive third, because it's actually at your defensive third. So I always try to choose this instead, unless I'm trying to take risk and I'm very confident with my players. So if you are very confident with your defenders and your players, then you can actually do that. So in the middle third, retain possession, then I actually walked it with the line. Then I try to gain something, try to take risks when I have enough player to actually like cover this back. You understand what I'm trying to do, right? It's actually a very good way to take a risk. But when I'm actually doing the vertical tiki-taka also, or the tiki-taka, I choose this instead because I am trying to gain possession of the ball. I don't want my opponent to get the ball, and I'm trying to look at how I'm going to score with the ball on my feet, because normally you're not going to score if your opponent has the ball unless they score an own goal. So that's it. So right, it gets very sweet when you enter the attacking third. So when you are counter attacking, I will really love to use this long throw, right? So you choose the person that knows how to throw a very long ball, and this is actually going to be like a second corner style you get. So it actually works for me a lot when I'm playing genge pressing or counter attacking tactics. Like I love it. So I try to actually like put tall players right here and players that knows how to finish around the side also. So I ensure that I have enough players in the box to actually do things from probably five. Then I have two players here, then two what's it called? Two defenders. Sometimes I take that risk when I'm very, very sure of my players. And that's how I do most times. Like I risk it because it's actually a throw, it's not a corner. And if you don't expect oppositions to actually like behave like it's actually a free kick, so they won't really defend like it's actually a corner, right? Not a free kick. A lot of opposition player will not be at the box as at that time, so it gives you enough freedom to do whatever you want. So you can actually lure them out by actually placing someone around there so that it actually looks like maybe you are trying to throw the ball to the person. So someone will actually come and mark, maybe two players can actually come and mark him. So C2 is actually, let's say, is actually going to come short, then they will think you're passing to him. You understand? So the taker will decide probably to go to the back or something to help. So my D3, you can actually check your D3, right? Your D3 should lock No, who is actually at the far post? At the far. So this one is actually center to. I'm going to tell this ones to actually go at the back, not stay where I needed. No. So this one is actually going to come to the near side, yeah, and see one. So it's actually like this, and I love it like this, yeah. So I have two players at the front and the nearby. So all these things can actually work things out when you play to someone that knows how to know probably and all this maybe the player when the ball actually comes out, you have player to rebound the ball. So that's how you actually do that. But when you are doing a tiki-taka, then you can actually decide to do this. I have the options. So that's how I actually do mine. And you can check the routine I have for this my set pieces in the description. You can load it in your save. And if you love my videos, if you understand the explanation, you can comment in the comment section that you understand that. And I would really appreciate if you drop a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can get more content. You can get the notification bell notifying you that I drop a content on my YouTube channel anytime I drop it so you won't miss out on any of them. Thank you very much.